Yo, what is up, my Shadow Armies? It is I, Shadow Critias, back again with another What If video. So yes, today this is another donation that was donated by 212, as always, with a $50 donation for the scenario of what if Kage Tatsuma joined the Justice Lords. And this is part 1. And me and him had discussed about this, and we came up with some few things on how this would play out and how this changed the events. Well, this is going to take place in the Justice League animated series. So basically, we're going to have Kage Tatsuma and other a bit MHA characters that are going to be part of the story in this world, not in My Hero Academia. So basically, Kage will be born in the world of, like I said, the Justice League animated series. And again, there will be some few characters from My Hero Academia will be existed in this AU. So of course, Kage Tatsuma is still the same as usual and still the son of Ryuku, the dragon hero, and the son of Draco Fiend. And his power is still shadow manipulation. So that doesn't change at all. His father still abandoned him and his mother as usual. And Ryuku is still, a hero, an actual hero in Japan, but also part of the Justice League. So there are some other heroes who are part of the Justice League, and those who are not in Japan. And Ryuku is the only hero in Japan joins of the Justice League. So basically, give you guys a bit of an origin here and there. When Kage Tatsuma was born, Ryuku had to stay down and, take a few off on her hero job because since, raising a kid by herself is not going to be easy, and basically she has to step down to raising her child. So that's actually the main reason. Until, everything went to hell for the Justice Lord. Not the Justice Lord, the Justice League, quote unquote. Until it was announced that the Flash was killed by the hands of Lex Luthor, who became the new president of the United States. So Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman decided to deal with Lex Luthor once and for all because, for the death of the Flash. So basically, it plays out like the actual show. Superman is already ahead of Batman and Wonder Woman. But Batman and Wonder Woman trying to catch up, but apparently it was too late, where they both smell something burnt. As they arrive to the president's office, Lex Luthor has already been dead by the hands of Superman. And everything plays out like the actual, show. So basically, after the death of Lex Luthor, the Justice Leagues are no more, but known as the Justice Lords, decided to drop the moral code thing and no longer, sparing these villains. So the Justice Leagues, or the Justice Lords, are now upgrading their new outfit design, more of a dark tone colors. Basically, if you know the Justice Lords, you basically know what their outfits are. So basically, when this news was brought out, Kage, at the age of, I would say, Kage was 16 in the current story, so 2 years earlier, after the death of Lex Luthor, he will be 14 at the time. So basically, Kage will be the age of 14, and here's the news about Lex Luthor has been killed by the hands of Superman. Which Kage actually says, finally that he actually did it, actually have the balls to kill the person who caused him problems, and also learned the fact that Lex Luthor has killed the Flash, the most fastest being alive. So, and then Superman and the other Justice Leagues, or known as Justice Lords, as they announce, and you guys are going to get used to me because I'm going to keep saying the Justice League a lot instead of Lord, so bear with me on that. So basically, they announced that they decided to not play with these games anymore or sparing villains. So they decided to take this place in their own hands, under their rules, with their iron fists. So the Justice Lords will have own each properties, basically each cities and states. So basically owning everything where they're from, basically. And there are some Justice Leagues are not want to be part of it, so they have to choose to join them or retire. And so when it comes to the villains, they either be killed or be lobotomized. So basically, Superman has killed a lot of his enemies, his villains. Same goes for the other characters except Batman. Batman begs Superman to not to kill his Rose Gallery, but instead have them lobotomized and have them work in the Arkham Asylum. Instead of a prisoner, they'd just be a co-worker of the asylum. So basically, Kage is started to like this new world where no more villains, no more death and destruction, and the pro-heroes, well, some of the heroes in Japan, are still sparing these villains. So Kage just had enough, so he decided to train his hardest to learn to be skillful of his own hand-to-hand combat and his quirks as a whole. So he decided to, well, take the situation in his own hand by becoming the vigilante in Japan, first ever vigilante in Japan. So he decided to kill every single villain, the higher ranks, the lower ranks, and low-level thugs, and also Mafia's boss. So he has killed most of a good chunk of them as a whole. Some of the heroes been trying to get in his way, but Kage will kill them if he needs to, but he gives them a warning to get in his way or end up dead. So basically, he doesn't like to kill the heroes unless he needs to. So, for the past year of killing each villain, including killing his former mentor, who used to be a vigilante, then became a actual villain to kill heroes, which is Stain. So Kage actually killed the hero killer Stain, and now Kage became the hero, well, everyone's eyes, as the hero vigilante who would do something about and stop all these, problems that these heroes keep sparing these villains. And Kage wants to break the cycle between heroes and villains, like the Justice Lords are doing now. So it's been a year since the death of Lex Luthor and the loss of the Flash. So Kage is at his night patrol as a vigilante, known as the Night Slasher, for now. And his his vigilante outfit is basically just a hoodie jacket with a ski mask, like a face mask. Nothing too special, just a basic outfit to hide his identity under the hood and his face mask. Until someone came a visit to him. Someone unexpected. Kage turns around and see none other than Batman, which is Lord Batman himself in all black and gray outfit. The Batsuit, not your typical Batman suit that Kage knows. And Batman says Kage Tatsuma, known as the Night Slasher. And Kage is taken aback of how in the world Batman knows his actual name. Kage is wondering why is Batman, of all people, here in Japan? And Batman tells him that he has been keeping an eye on him for a while now. See what he has done in Japan and doing what others couldn't, and doing what he believes is right by taking out villains here and there. So Batman tells him that he has offer for him. Kage is wondering what kind of offer. Batman and the other Justice Lords wants him to be part of the new member of the Justice Lords. Kage is taken aback. Kage, hearing this correctly, the Batman, offer Kage Tatsuma to be joined and part and be the new member of the Justice Lords. So basically, Batman explains more that you still can do what you do here in Japan, but also you have your own Iron Fist, etc. And just like the rest of the Justice Lord, they have their own will and do what they want to do with their cities, and their hometown, and the states as a whole. So basically, Kage is lost for word. Like, he's in honor, but there's one person that he wants to hunt down to take this offer, but he could need some help to search this person, and he wanted him dead. Even though even Batman says, like, he doesn't want to get in his way of killing, but if you want to kill this person, that's up to you. But me, it's just not for me. But he can help Kage of this person he's looking for. So Kage explains of this person that basically abandoned him his life until he says that he's hunted down his father. And Batman dropped the bombshell, say Draco Fiend. Kage is taken back and saying, "How do you know that name? How do you know my father?" Batman explained that he has been under the Justice Lord's radar recently, and they has been trying to find him too, but he's been hiding recently, but also been trying to sneak his way around town in Japan. So basically they send Batman to investigate where he is, and also since, well, Kage is there, we might as well recruit him to be part of the Justice Lords. So Kage is stunned that they actually are searching for him. So basically Kage takes the offer, and Batman offers to his aid to hunt down Draco Fiend wherever he is. So basically, with Kage and Batman working together to hunt down Fiend and find any evidence or clues or anything to find Fiend, until they came across someone who knows who Draco Fiend is. So they told him where is he, where is the location. So they gave him the location where he was. He's at the location where the Liberation Army are at. So they gave Batman the location, so they find him to hunt him down. So there's literally a lot of army of villains that's been hidden. Taking them all out would be risky and suicide. The main priority is to hunt down Fiend and end his life. So that's what they're going to do. So it's best for them to sneak and be stealthful in the shadows, not to be found or seen. So basically, until they found Draco Fiend, Fiend is stunned that he was found not just by his son, but also the Batman. So Batman decided to set this one out and let Kage face his father alone. So basically, Fiend is stunned, but also intrigued that his son actually found him, but also trying to get Kage to join on his side, but Kage refused. So basically, Kage has already chose a side and joined the Justice Lord to be the new Lord of the Justice Lords. So the fight commences between Fiend and Kage. The fight is brutal, even a close fight, but Kage have the edge. And Fiend has been getting a little bit sloppy, but still more experienced when it comes to fighting. So Fiend has lost, and Kage ends his father's life by stabbing him by the heart with his shadow katana blade, killing him instantly. After he finally killed his father, Kage decided to take the offer to be the Justice Lords member. So they decided to head down to, well, the Justice Lords HQ, and Kage actually get to meet the other members of the Justice Lords: Superman, Wonder Woman, Hawks, Green Arrow, and Martian Manhunter. So, yeah. So basically, they all welcome him to be part of the member of the Justice Lords. So they actually gave Kage a new outfit to be part of it, which is what you see in the thumbnail. Just a new cloak, new hoodie, new outfit, and also a mask, which is very fitting for him, which he actually approved and like it. So, since the moment he put it on, he declares not to call himself, the Night Slasher no more. Now they will name him as Mephiles. So that's what they got a name. So that's his new name and his co-name to be part of the Justice Lords, Mephiles. But whatever happened to his mother? Well, ever since the Justice League became the Justice Lords, Superman gives Ryuko a chance or offer to join or retire. Since Ryuko decided to retire because, well, she'd rather not join the side that go that far at killing life, especially villains. And plus, she already had a responsibility to look at her son. So basically, she retired to become a pro hero of her own and still be, well, if you guys know, Ryuko is technically a rich woman because she did own, well, sell a lot of products when it comes to jewelries and female outfits. Because if you remember correctly, there was an image the back of the manga cover where Ryuko is like a model or selling like outfits and jewelries. And also I saw in the season 4 of My Hero Academia. So even being a hero, even though Ryuko is not interested for the fame and money, but she does make a lot of money as a hero and also selling, well, jewelries and female outfits. So technically Kage is the richest person, but not even close. Not even closer to Batman himself. So there's that. So another year later has passed. Now we're in the current canon timeline. That has been 2 years since the death of Lex Luthor and the death of the Flash. Everything plays out as usual. Nothing has changed here and there. Until, well, Batman contact every single member of the Lords except Kage, saying he got his hands full at Japan at the moment. So the member of the Justice Lords are seeing what they see is themselves, their opposite self. In the other dimension, that the Flash is alive and Lex Luthor is also alive. And these opposite versions of themselves are called the Justice League. So they decided to come up with a plan. How are they going to do this? By using the portal that Batman actually created. So they decided to lure the Justice Leagues in as a trap, so the Justice Lords, so they could, well, do what they couldn't by ending Lex Luthor's life. So that's what they're gonna do. So basically, it plays out an actual canon. And before they're about to leave, Superman contacts Kage to come down in United States to aid Batman for an important mission. Not a mission, but more of a, like a guard or something like that, to back up Batman if anything happens. Kage is wondering what this is about, but Superman tells him that you'll see when you get here. So basically Kage gets hung up from Superman after the call. Kage is wondering what is so important and what's going on, and he started to have some, well, an odd feeling and questioning some things. Hearing the tone of Superman sounds a bit off. So he only has 12 hours, 44 minutes flight down to the United States. So yeah, it's gonna be a while for him to arrive in the United States to meet Batman down there. So he got 12 hours of flight. And the moment he will arrive there, the more it will make sense, and this is where he would questioning this moment. But that won't happen until the next part. And that is where we're going to end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below to what you guys think. Do you like it, dislike it, or there's something there's a miss, that I forgot something, that I cannot remember because, well, my memory is not good. I can't remember nothing. I just going out some ideas that are top of my mind and some ideas that I remember so far from 212 that we discussed about. So yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channel, my social media, will be down below, schedule if you guys know the drill. And if you guys want to donate and support the channel, feel free of donating it to my PayPal or my Cash App down below in the description box and in my bio for any video requests that you guys want to be done for y'all. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Before I shut the Critias, I'll see you guys later.